What's good, everybody? Certified Yapper here. If you're a nice guy and you keep getting disrespected, ignored, or walked all over, I'm about to tell you the truth nobody wants to say. Being nice isn't the real problem. It's the way you're being nice. That's the problem. Because there's a difference between being a genuinely good person and being a little pipsqueak that doesn't speak up for himself. And a lot of people in this generation don't know the difference. I used to be that guy, super nice, always saying yes to everyone, always trying to just keep the peace. If someone needed a favor, I got you. Someone disrespected me a little bit, I'd laugh it off. If someone canceled on me last minute, I would say, it's all good, bro, no worries. And that got me absolutely nowhere in life because it made everyone just use me and not give a fuck about me. It got me less respect in general. People would hit me up only when they needed something, and girls especially would lose interest super quick. And friends would push their boundaries more and more because they knew I was the guy who wasn't gonna say anything back. I remember this one moment specifically. I had a friend who would constantly flop on me, right? Like every time we planned something, last minute he'd cancel, and I always be like, oh yeah, it's cool, bro, don't worry, we can plan next time. But one day I just sat there and thought, nah, fuck that. Because if I did the same to him, he'd be all pissed off. But because I'm nice and I'm not trying to disrespect anyone, I just let it slide. And I saw this quote later on in the day. It said, people don't respect what you don't protect. So if you don't stand up for yourself, then why would anyone even care? Because they already know you're not going to say anything. Let's talk about why nice people get walked over in the first place. It's pretty simple, to be honest. It's because you don't set boundaries. And if you don't set boundaries, people are going to keep testing you. And they'll keep pushing further and further because there's no consequences for them. It's human nature, really. You can't blame them. If someone knows they can show up late, cancel on you, or disrespect you, and you're still smiling and okay with that, then how are they going to stop? There's no repercussions. Whether you want to accept it or not, you're basically teaching people how to treat you. A lot of nice people are unknowingly teaching others that it's okay to treat them like a little wuss because you're not going to do anything about it and you're probably okay with it. Now here's where it gets a little bit harsh. Some of you aren't being nice because you're actually a good person. You're being nice because you're just too much of a pussy and you're scared of confrontation. Scared of getting into an argument, scared of people not liking you, scared of losing a friend. So instead of being real, you just play it safe all the time. You say yes when you want to say no, you laugh when you're actually annoyed or pissed off, and you let things slide when you know you shouldn't. That's not kindness, that's a little submissive wussy mentality. And people can sense that off you. That's why they take your kindness for weakness. And let's talk about this gen for a second. This generation is ruthless. People will take advantage of you without even thinking twice. Everyone's looking out for themselves only. Everyone's trying to get ahead. And if you come in overly nice with no backbone, you're cooked. Especially when dating. You got guys bending over backwards, texting paragraphs for a girl, doing everything for the girl who hasn't even shown basic interest in them. Then they're confused why she loses respect for them in the first place. Because there's no challenge, there's no standards he has, there's no self-respect in him. You're giving her everything without her giving you shit, and girls hate that. Now don't get it twisted, I'm not saying you should become some fucking asshole chat like Andrew Tate or some shit, right? That's what a lot of people do after hearing this type of shit. They go from like super nice to just being rude and like a dickhead to everyone. That's not the answer either. The goal is, yes, be kind, but also have standards and a backbone in you. Be respectful, but don't tolerate no one's bullshit. Help people, but don't let them use you. Find that perfect balance. Think about the people you respect in your life. They're not complete pushovers or wussies. They're actually pretty calm, chill people. But when it comes to people playing with them and disrespecting them, they don't fuck around. If you cross the line, right, they'll check you immediately. Not aggressively and just fucking try to fight you. But they'll call you out and be like, yo, don't fucking do that shit. That's the type of energy you need. And here's another thing no one talks about. When you're too nice, you actually become less attractive as a person. Not because kindness is unattractive, but because being a little pussy is, man. If people know you're gonna always say yes and always be available and always gonna tolerate their bullshit, it just makes them think like you're lower than them, like you're replaceable. But when you have standards, when you say no sometimes, when people know they can't just get away with anything, they start to look at you like you're on the same level as them. I had to learn this the hard way. I started saying no more. I stopped trying to over-explain myself. If someone disrespected me, I call it out right away instead of laughing it off. And guess what? People stopped fucking around with me. People who stayed were more real and better friends than the people who left because I started calling out their bullshit. So if you feel like you're always getting the short end of the stick, ask yourself this: am I actually being kind, or am I just afraid to stand up for myself? Because once you fix that mentality, everything changes. Your friendships change, your relationships change, and the way you talk to people also changes. At the end of the day, being nice isn't a weakness, but being nice without a backbone, that's exactly why people are gonna walk all over you. So keep your kindness, yeah, but call out people's bullshit when they're fucking around with you.